Face lock. Whoa. Hello. So what we're going to be talking about today is the Opal C1 camera. Now, I have been waiting a very long time for this product. I know this is kind of the first time that you're going to be doing, well, not you're going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a review on this channel for an actual non-vape product. Now, this camera has a lot of hype built around it. I understand you don't like Macs. I get it. Believe me, I do. You like Windows. You like to customize your shit. Now, the way that this was launched was it only worked with Mac products. And then I think that there's an update for it to where you can use it with Windows. Now, I do apologize for the background. I understand that this is, what is that? That looks like shit. That over there. That does. Yes. I feel like I'm going to spray paint that or something. And wow, this camera really shows a lot of flaws. Anyway, so I'm going to give you a side-by-side comparison of this. Now, I have not installed this. I have not opened this up. So we're going to do this kind of live as we go. I don't really have a camera to bring it down. That will be this in the future. Let's open this up. This, again, to get this, you have to get a code. There's a post on Reddit, well, there's a whole subreddit. I think that's what they call it, to get this. And then people like sell the codes, but I had got the code even though I signed up when this was originally discussed and launched. Anyway, so inside of the box, you open it up, and that's exactly what it looks like. I do apologize that I can't bring it down and show you everything inside of the box. That's it, right? So this is the camera. It's got a little magnetic lid. That's got some significant weight to it. You got a little camera mount. That's pretty serious. That's metal. So this, what I'm using is an old school Sony Sony A5100. So it's old. Got a little key of sorts. The camera, and inside here, basically how to install the little mount. And then you get a USB. Very nice USB. It's unique. So it's a regular cord and it's stretchy as well. It's like some splatter on there. See it? And then that is magnetic. That's impressive. Some micro suede, microfiber. So this is your standard type of threading. You've all seen this before, right? Goes underneath every single camera in the world. Let me see how much this is. So roughly 300 bucks. Okay. So we're going to put this on here, and then we're going to compare the three of them. Hopefully this all works, plug and play. And it picked it up right away. And voila, that is, wow, that's a big difference. There's going to be a little bit of an angle. So the back of this, there you go. Wow. So, okay, I'm assuming, okay, this one right here that I'm pointing at is the Sony A5100. Now you see that focus. This one doesn't seem to do so well in low light. And then this one is, okay, so the one on this one here, okay, this that I'm pointing at right here, I'll put it on the bottom. That's the Sony. So you can see kind of the focus right away. Ooh, that's the Opal C1. That's, well, we know that the MacBook Pro, the one all the way on the right, is absolutely shitty. So just remove that, right? So now we have just the Sony and the Opal C1. Now, the Sony is vastly better, right? I'm going to put it down below with a link to get the Sony A5100. Sure, it's a referral code. You pick and choose with a capture card. Now, this one here, that looks fantastic from here. But so does this, right? And you're going to have more features on an A5100, but the argument is the DSLR versus the Opal C1, and I'm going to say the DSLR is vastly better. Okay, so let's compare the microphones. So the microphone right now is a Yeti microphone. You get them for like 149 bucks. There's a link down below in the description. This right here is the Opal C1 microphone. I don't. Sorry about that. I don't know which one sounds better, but I can promise you that. So if I just remove this, that's the Opal C1. Is there any settings for this? Because this is rough. So now we're just on the Opal C1. So now downloading the firmware. I wish I could screen share, but there's a lot of settings here. There is audio effects, camera, focus lock. Let's see if we could adjust the... That's just shutting the video off. That's all that's doing. Focus lock allows you to adjust the focus. Bokeh? I don't know what that means. I'm sure somebody knows what that means. Effects. There's a touch up. There's a filter. So touch up shows my psoriasis. Pixelate, highlights, highlights. There's got to be a way to adjust the brightness here. That's brightness at 100%. Seems like it picked up better before, didn't it? White balance? Oh God, Jesus Christ. Exposure. And it is very, very low. Well, bringing up the exposure a little bit helps, but that doesn't help out anything else. It doesn't, is that at 60? I think that's at 60. Settings. Toggle face lock, that's right. There's a lot of gestures things to where you can do, I think you can like swipe up. You could swipe up like gestures to do things. Quality 1080p. You swipe left and right. I look stupid as shit. You know, the camera, I'm sure if I adjust the, hey Siri, turn studio lights to 100%. I'm sure it's going to look better now. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Hey Siri, adjust studio lights to 50%. Hey Siri, adjust studio lights to 10%. Well, so that's a little bit better. Hey Siri, adjust studio lights to 5%. Yeah, that's where we lose it right there. So low light conditions, again, comparing that to this, and I don't see a setting anywhere to adjust this to, there's effects, exposure, turning off the exposure, making it auto makes it even worse. So if I bring it up, yeah, it makes it, which one's better? Let's see. Well, the Sony makes me look tanner. And what kind of effects do we got? Let's see. Touch up. There's a touch up feature. Let's see if this makes me look tanner. Now it's touch up maxed out. 100%. Yeah, you can see. Let me disable this. Let's go over here. So this is my forehead with my psoriasis. Turning it off and on. 100% to 0. I'm sure for all you ladies out there that's got the pimples, pixelate, great. Face lock. Whoa. Okay, that's cool. Oh, what happened? Why is it out of focus? Oh, oh God. What happened? That, I don't know what happened. That seemed to have broken it. Look at that, logos, nice. So look, all in all, this is on the Opal, right? So is there a way to adjust that focus setting? Focus lock. How quick? If we turn that on, it broke it again. Every time every time I enable focus lock, face lock. Okay, that's a cool feature, right? Like I'm sure there's gestures, and I feel like that would make somebody sick though. Face lock. Maybe if we bring it out. Oof. I don't like that. And there is a zoom feature. Let's see the zoom. It's really getting on my psoriasis up here. That's max, and that's so it's a 2.5, right? All in all, look, here's the deal. If you have the option, okay, if these are your options, if we're looking at the two of these, let me put the one that I prefer on. Okay, so I prefer this, right? That's the Sony A5100. It's going to be quick to zoom. It's going to be fast, right? This isn't. That's okay. If you have no other options and you can't get a Sony or a DSLR, again, I'm comparing this with the A51. I could put a whole spread out there. The build quality across the board, go back to the Opal, the build quality across the board is really good. It seems to be a little bit glitchy. That again, it is in beta mode. There are a lot of settings. If you can get the code, if you don't mind spending $300, sure, by all means, but it's not something I would just go out and rush and hurry up and get it. I mean, it's a lot better than the stock. This is rough. This is fucking terrible. This is that's the studio display. That's just bad, right? That's just This one's good, but this one's the best, and that's all three of them side by side. It seems like on the Opal, I'm the most crisp. These two make me, these two, okay. This one and this one make me tan. The Opal does not. So, yeah, I prefer the Sony A5100. So across the board, listen, let's go back to my original camera. Across the board, if you don't mind spending $300 on something that you just, I feel like the Logitech ones are better. But then again, I haven't used one in a long time. It's not bad for what it is. Would I recommend it? I'd recommend spending an extra $200, $500, Sony A5100. I'm sure you can find them used on eBay, but then again, the prices have gone up because of the chip shortage. It's a decent product for what it is. Is it going to be better than Logitech? Probably. A DSLR? No. Again, I'm comparing it to a model that's like 6 years old. I'm sure you could find this. There might be Canons that are better, or Nikon, or Nikon, or you get it. I'm sure that there's DSLRs that are better than this, and I'm sure that there are some that are worse. Would I recommend it? I'd probably give this like a 6, 7. I'll go 7. I feel like that quality is just, that exposure I had to turn all the way up. Auto just makes it shitty. Makes me brighter, but I prefer that the A51. I understand you don't like the comparison. Oh well, I don't know what to tell you. Thank you for watching.